Hey, hey, LVC on the mic. Hello, hello. Testing, testing, testing.
Moments away here from the second match of the day, third match of the tournament. We have Northeast Force taking on the Frogs from Boston.
Classic matchup here, Chris. These guys have already played each other this weekend. They should have each other's numbers. Let's see who has the better execution with their X's and O's out here.
Make sure that yours is working. Turn it on. So first matchup we had a Friday night. We had the same two teams in Boston, 1-5. If I'm not mistaken, is that correct?
Yeah, 5.
5-set
I think the fifth set was an overtime win. I think it was 17-15. We'll see if they can come out here and duplicate those efforts, or if Northeast Force can come out and get their first win of the weekend.
All right, get your popcorn ready. Got my coffee. Got the crew. Got our bets in. We're ready to roll.
Northeast Force captain over here, Garrett Minyard, looks like he is just absolutely fired up and ready to go. Made a pit stop at the coffee shop. Maybe got a couple extra stimulants in his body for this. He knows after this, the night's over. Maybe he'll let loose a little bit and have some fun.
I mean, probably the play of the tournament right now is Garrett benching himself in this matchup. So I think Northeast has a hot chance tonight. If you're betting out there, I would definitely be putting my money down on Northeast now that Garrett's off the court.
It is an underrated characteristic of Garrett. He does have some pretty good self-awareness when it's his time to just say, hey, guys, go out there and get this done for me. Just not getting it done for my squad.
All right.
That's what a real leader does.
On the court for Northeast, we got libero Aaron Jesse. We also got Jay Bailey Ketchy, who's playing outside, looking like he's starting at the OH1 spot.
Chris, I'm not sure if you just saw Mason Williams Matos just touch the top of the antenna. At 6'1", that's pretty impressive. Let's see how good his penetration skills are. Touching that high won't do anything if he can't penetrate.
I can touch the top of the net.
First service goes at number 10, James Hagg. Squeaks it over the net. Free ball. Oh, we have a lefty middle, 23, Rob Thomas out of NJIT. That's going to be hard to block out there. A lefty middle, Chris. I don't know, man. That's as unorthodox as it gets.
Yeah. And correction, it's not Rob Thomas. He was the guitar player for Matchbox 20. It's Ryan Thomas. But Rob Thomas, if he was out here, I think he'd be doing the same thing.
Sorry. Rob, my bad.
Ryan
Thomas is the correct call. Jeff Altrin with the pipe ball, easily dug. Got a wiry left-handed right side here. Emilio Renzula. That's not Italian. I don't know what is. But he hits that wide. See if he can come back here and get some redemption. Chris, is it just me, or have we seen an absolute record number of missed serves this entire weekend so far? Do you think it's the depth perception? Do you think it's the loud noises in here? What do you think contributes to all these errors?
I think everybody's got the over on missed serves per set, so I think that's where they're trying to cash in.
Right on cue. There's another one.
It could be a little bit of depth perception. The ceiling is a little bit low over here, so you might have to modify your toss. Court is shorter on the end lines, so not, I think you got about 10 feet as opposed to like a 16 to 20 foot runway. Could all contribute. Windy in here too, so good thing we're switching sides.
Same one. There's that lefty middle again. He's skying up there and tips it over top of the block.
Rob Thomas climbing the ladder and playing his guitar.
Shout out to our volume check guy, Mark Witkowski. Thanks for the text.
Mark, we appreciate you. I don't know what happened with your son, but we do appreciate you.
There's a rip from Thomas. Oh, the one-handed set up to number 20 on the far side, Boston bounce. He puts that down. for a side out. That takes us to 3-3 over here.
Number 20, Hunter Oshman.
From Wentworth University. Smart guy.
Evan Giglio running the show over at Wentworth.
Oh, there's a net violation. He went fishing, he got tangled, and he brought nothing back except for an empty fishing rod pointing over here to the Northeast Force.
Back to serve, we got Emilio Renzulli.
Chris, I think his father may be in charge of the Italian mafia, but I wouldn't take that to the bank. I'm just guessing.
Yeah, could be, especially with the arms that guy has. I think all he does is
biceps on biceps on biceps.
And just get tattoos in between his bicep sessions.
Yeah. Jeff Valtrin taking a very interesting angled approach there. Oh, and then he says, "You're easy" to James Hagg. And in transition, he puts it down off Emilio's forearms. Chris, do you think if Emilio would not have done so many bicep curls this week, he could have dug that ball? It looked like he was a little stiff there.
Correct, a little stiff, a little bit too quick on the contraction. I think he's got to be a little bit smoother. So could have got done with some, dumbbell hammer curls that he might have might be a little tight.
Oh, there's another hammer from Valtrin. Oh, miscommunication on the bounce side. Frogs don't have great communication. They figured it out on the other side. Oh, there's a weak block by number 6 on Boston. I believe he's a Wentworth kid as well. Smart guys. You think they would know blocking, heavy penetration, push across. I think it'll get better as the match goes on. Just feeling it out.
Kind of caught up on Jade Bailey Ketchy's mustache here and headband. He's got a great combination.
Oh, high awkward swing there by number 14 on the bounce. Yeah,
Yep, I forgot. Cardi.
Sorry for those folks at home. The score was a little delayed here. It is 6-5, Boston back to serve. Right on cue. We are 12 points into the match, and we have 4 service errors. I mean, for all the little gents and little girls watching at home, fundamental 101. Make the ball over the net, put the pressure on the other team. Here we go. Let's clean it up.
It's like you got to serve in to win.
That is a key to this match, Chris. Serve in. Oh, the one-arm pirate hook celebration by number 25, Steven Tarquinio.
It is. I forgot. We got a guest appearance.
Oh, we got a block on the Northeast Sports side.
Garrett Minyard already got MVP for benching himself for this match, so we already talked about it.
Tarquinio back to serve again. The floater right at Valtrin. Oh, nice high swing over there by the young man, number 18 on bounce. Just go here and have one there, and then
technology stopped on. I probably have them both in the same.
Yeah, Boston. A nice pass by Hag, the ex-Violet. Oh, there's Emilio. That one, the bicep curls definitely came into play there as he puts that one on the ground.
Putting Tommy DeVito to shame.
Number 5, Mason Matos, back to serve. Wiry lefty, hits it out of bounds. He's upset, but put his hand up. He knows that's his fault. Let's move on to the next play.
How many missed serves we at? 5 or 6?
Oh, we're at 5, Chris. 17 points into the game, 5 missed serves. The guys are just getting their feet wet out here. Oh, there's a nice swing by Emilio down the line. He's our early match MVP, Chris. He seems to be putting the ball down when his team needs it. Number 10, James Hagg, back to the service line here. Trickles it over the tape. Nice little push set inside. We got a block. Free ball coming over. Thomas, the middle, feed him. Oh, he goes outside to the right side for Emilio again.
Getting some production out of the right side right now.
The Italian Stallion, Chris. The Italian Stallion is his nickname, and he is putting his team on his back. James Hag with a service error. Showing up on that thing. Got a score of 11 serving 8. Northeast Force up by 2.
11-9, John.
11-9, sorry, everyone at home. Oh, the back one by Thomas. He gets dug. Let's see if Voucher can do something good here. Hag digs him up. High ball inside.
Oh,
and
I think it's just wide.
He just hits it a little
wide. His mustache.
Yeah, Northeast Force was begging for a touch there, but for a guy with a mustache like that, you're not going to get many calls, I'll tell you what.
Jade Bailey got the caterpillar up on the upper lip.
Float serve pass by Northeast Libero. And oh, that ball was way out of bounds, but 22 plays it. Doesn't matter. Yep. A little bit of a selfish play there. He wanted to pad his stats with a dig and a kill, but, it worked out for him.
He might just be mad at Matos for not setting him enough, that he just wanted another chance, another dig. It's, like you said, he's padding his stats. Northeast running a lot of middle right now with Ryan Thomas trying to establish the middle, getting a little production out of the middle on the right. Good hook.
A smooth back set to Matos, but he can't handle it.
Interesting gator technique.
Yeah.
A little unorthodox.
I think he pulled out the gator because he knows frogs are scared of gators, so he figured he would just help it out of bounds. Maybe get in the frog's head a little bit, like don't come my way because I'm an alligator, I'm going to eat that up.
For sure.
I don't know, just trying to get into the players' heads over here. Just see how they're thinking. Nice clean play by Tranquillo, putting the ball down in the angle. Key smart play there by Tranquillo. Hit the ball where the defenders are not. He executed with ease.
Nice little spatch action, too. No topspin. Hitting a float serve at him. Keller special.
Ooh, the Emilio pounds it over, tickles the twine, and he gets the dig. This guy's all over the place. Oh, we got an attempt to get a touch there, but it did not work out. Sails it out of bounds.
A little bit of trap set by the Northeast setter. Third ball a little dead inside.
13-12, the Northeast Force are up here in the first set in this best set of 5 match.
Both teams battling through some errors here. It's going to be he's going to put consistent pressure on with the service behind the service line, and then how they're going to manufacture points and minimizing errors.
Oh, we got a setter dump that did not work. Emilio, I'm telling you, the Italian Stallion is just all over the court right now early in set 1. He's calling for the ball on the D, and he gets it. Oh, and he goes righty and gets crazy out there. And, of course, as expected, when a lefty goes righty, it goes out of bounds and it does not work. 13-13, tying up the match.
Voucher's been going a little 5-5. Going back to 1. Good ball.
Cuts it back. The Italian Stallion tips it. Frogs dig it up. They go to the D-ball. Italian Stallion digs it again. Emilio is all over this match right now. Tight set. Saves it. That's a back row attack right there. Broke the plane. Went on the other side to get that ball, and he's a back row setter. Chris, that right there is illegal.
Yeah, he's trying to cheat. Actually, he's front row, so I'm actually not sure what the call is. Oh, yep, he is front row. Rule 5.
That is an interesting observation, Chris. Yeah. That would be an incorrect call, but nonetheless, here we go. Pretty much did the same exact thing and didn't get called for it this time.
That's that.
Oh, we got a tip, and the setter digs it up. Oh, Valtrin gets tricky over there off the block of Matos.
Right.
14-14.
Sean Smallwood back to serve for the bounce. I think he was trying to serve it under the net.
Yeah, I think Jeff Valtrin, team captain of the Bounce, forgot to inform Smallwood that he has to go over the net to score points, but that's okay. Bold strategy. Didn't work out this time.
Communication's key, and sometimes they forget about these aspects about the rules of the game. Team captain definitely needs to communicate better.
Oh, there's a Pound Town swing by the outside on Boston Bounce. Chris, I think it's pretty simple here. Whoever makes the most serves in this opening set, I think, is going to win. Am I wrong by saying that?
No, you're right. Serve in to win. Brendan Barron with that kill in Boston. Off-speed shot by Connor Adams.
Reverse flow here by Emilio. He hangs. Just a little bit long, comes down, says, no problem, Matos. That's my fault. I'll be better next time.
If he wasn't jumping 47 inches, he might have had a better chance of hitting that ball.
If he would
jump the ball.
That's true, Chris. And I think that gold chain kind of held him down a little bit there, too. I wonder if that thing's real 14 karat, 24 karat. I'm not quite sure. Regardless, James Hagg puts it through. Gets it down for the side out. We got a tie game here, 16-16. Northeast Force seems to have a little bit of a different touch here with Matos and setting. It looks like it's a little more steady flow. They're moving the ball around nicely. Hanging around here. A nice tool over there by, is that Hunter Oshman? Yes, for the Wentworth grad. Doing a little bit of Tim Taylor tool time over there.
Those home improvement people.
Man, it seems to be early and often in the middle here to Thomas. High swing by Valtrin off the block. Gives the Frogs an 18-16 lead. I think we're going to see it out right there. It took the words right out of my mouth. We got a timeout by the Northeast Force. Felt that one coming. Tide was turning. Garrett Minyard didn't want it to get out of hand until he stepped in.
Garrett Minyard, leading candidate for MVP still. Benching himself and then calling this timeout. Shout out to Carlos Bake Shop for this fantastic coffee.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah.
Shout out to Carlo.
Yeah. Cake Boss, baby.
Yeah. Pizza's very good, too.
You know that you're on the microphone, and Puckett's probably watching, so you can hear that you're getting pizza.
Puckett, ignore that. He is not eating pizza. He's not even looking at pizza.
Not eating pizza.
No.
Man's had 19 heart attacks on the volleyball court. Still wants to shove a few slices down before he plays.
Serve in, Matos goes back. James Hadd takes a nice long winding approach. Gets the kill down. Good timeout by Garrett Minyard. 17 serving 18 Northeast Force. Northeast Force is going to make a move. Now's the time. That's a great serve. High ball here. Let's see if we get a free ball. Oh, big miscommunication. Libero comes in, takes it nicely. Emilio inside. Off of Valtrin's arms. Bang, bang, see you later. That's a good tool right there.
I think I got Valtrin right in the forehead. If he actually had a little more gel and stopped spiking his hair up and it was down, it might actually cause that ball to go down back in the court.
It could. His gel is quite tight and one of a kind. Ooh, there's a nice serve down the line right at Valtrin. A nice dig by Northeast Force.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, a rip down the line by the Mustache Maniac. And he gets a nice defensive side out here. Bailey Chechi. 19-18 right on cue. Northeast Force is taking the Tide back here. The pond is getting a little cold for the Frogs over there. Let's see what happens. Oh, another nice serve by James Hagg. He gets it out of bounds. I think we're going to see a timeout here by Boston, and there it is.
All right.
Wow.
2018, we'll come back for Northeast. One timeout apiece. As long as Northeast can keep up the service pressure, keep it consistent.
It's crazy, isn't it? We talked about how serving into the court was key for this game, and Northeast Force answered the call, and they're executing, and look what happens. They're up 2 here. Push 5 more points and see if they pull it out.
I just really hope they don't get a whiff of the chemical warfare that Cardi's dropping over here, because if they do, it could be curtains for them.
That's why we have a minute here. Let's get a special thank you to our referees who have devoted their entire weekend to come referee for the VLA here. They deserve a well-rounded thank you from everyone here, everyone at home. Doing a great job.
It's Deb LaValle and Ben Rosenthal, both New Yorkers. Ben's from the Albany area, Deb's from the Buffalo area. Great people, great refs. Appreciate all the stuff they do for the VLA.
There's another chance. Oh, we saw a little bit of a net action there, but we have no call for context by the Northeast Force. Serving sub coming in here for Boston. Last night I saw this serving sub here.
5-3.
Number 3, who is unlisted.
Secret weapon.
The unlisted secret nuclear weapon bandit.
X.
He had some good serves last night. Put some pressure on. There's a fast left-handed back one. The scouting report is all middle, and it is executing to a T right now for the Northeast Force.
It is. It's helping out open up the pins a lot here.
Thomas's shoulders look like he could take half of this gym and just take him for a ride, and he wouldn't even have any trouble doing so. Herculean effort out here. Oh, James Haddock makes a bad read. Wrong side there. Side out for the Boston bounce. It's one thing I think the women are liking in this gym, Chris, is we're seeing these guys are in some good shape. We're seeing some muscles. We're seeing some high-flying action. I saw some twinkling eyes in the stands when these guys are walking around all sweaty.
Absolutely.
There's more middle from Northeast Force. Vouching with a tricky play and gets it down to tie the game up 21-21.
Aprea with 2 digs on the middle in the last 2 opportunities. Sitting right in that wrist away 5 zone. Turning some defense into offense for the bounce.
There's a nice serve down the line there. Oh, questionable hands there by the setter. James Hag with a dig over and a kill. If he's at the bar later tonight, people owe him some shots for that one.
Yeah. Kill on one. More of a defensive technique, but turned around for a kill. 22-21 Northeast.
Can the Italian Stallion add to the lead here? Unfortunately, he cannot. Right into the tape, ties it up 22-22.
Again, just doesn't want to serve the ball over the net.
Bouchern really cutting those angles, except that was out of bounds. Big miss there. Northeast Force goes up 23-22.
About 10 missed serves now we up to? Somewhere around there?
At least, Chris. At least. Balls to the wall, though, as they say.
Yeah.
Let's see if it figures itself out.
Gotta spend money to make money here.
There's a block by Northeast Force. Good covered transition free ball here. Let's see if they can take advantage and give themselves a game point.
Inside.
Oh, inside. We got a tip. And a dig. Chaos. Doesn't work out. Northeast Force sets themselves up here.
And they're kind of a dead set.
Game point.
Keeps the ball alive. Trusts his defense. Ends up turning around for a point.
This would be a big one for the Force here. They haven't won a first set all weekend. Let's see if they can get this one under their belt, maybe take a little pressure off of their shoulders here. But
trying to serve the ball. He's being aggressive with the smallest guy in the gymnasium, Jake Gleason. I don't know if you can even see him on the lines, but he's out there. He looks like a small child.
Yeah, he actually is an adult. He is not here partaking in the juniors tournament. He is a member of Team LVC. No one would know, except for his creepy mustache. I guess that's what gives him the above 23-year-old look. Oh, we got a football
for the win.
Speaking of Jake Gleason, making the call to end the game here. Northeast Force takes the first set 25-23.
All right. Got about a 3-minute break here. All right, Keller, I'm going to go on a mission, so sorry for the bouncy camera, but I'm going to try to do an in-game interview here with Mr. Woods himself from Springfield College. So if I cut out, I know the limits of the Bluetooth radio here. Brad, go take some swings.
Don't beat all my attention.
Sorry.
Heads up.
Mr. Woods, how are we turning this match around here?
You know, what Force did was win the serve and pass game, and I think if we get more side outs plus ones, that's just going to help us get on, a few more runs, get the momentum back, and hopefully get back on the right pace.
Yeah, a lot of missed serves.
A lot of missed serves.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's a game of men's volleyball, but we got to do a little bit better job.
When is your captain going to realize he's not good anymore and take himself out of the game?
Do any of us realize that?
No, we don't. All right, thank you, Greg.
Soon we will be back live here for Game 2 action. Northeast Force is currently up 1-0 here at the Convention Center at the beautiful Mohegan Sun in sunny Connecticut.
Northeast, New England AAU playing host here, as Mr. Keller said, in the Expo Center, the Earth Expo Center here. The New England AAU doing a great job hosting. It's Todd Strawn and Scott Grand Prix who are some of the chairs up there for our New England AAU region here. Well, great hosts, always have us they've had us for the last 3 years. They've done a great job. Volleyball here has been great. We've been going since about 8 a.m. 2-day tournament here for girls, 16s, 17s, and 18s. Last weekend was the boys and then some of the younger girls, 12s through 15s. So a lot of the top New England clubs here.
Yeah, we appreciate them working with the VLA, letting us play in here as we have one more match tonight, 2 more tomorrow. And then all the Warriors that are staying the evening tomorrow night to go down to the FanDuel Sportsbook to watch the Super Bowl. That might be the hardest part of the entire weekend.
People don't understand what it is. It's like to be a pro athlete. The hours that you got to stay up at night, and go to the sportsbook and watch the Super Bowl.
Just got to do your research. If we have any guys out there that want to drop their picks in the chat, let us know.
Absolutely.
Valtrin with the first pass here. High swing, a dig by Matos. Thomas sets up Hag, and he swings right into the net for an error. Side out on Boston. Connor Adams back to the service line. Chris, it looks like we have the same lineups here. No big changes.
Yep, no changes at all.
Now, old strategy serving to the side of the court, but didn't fall. Northeast Force didn't fall for it, and they let that fall easily outside of the court for a point.
If Greg Woods relayed the message of making your serves that we just talked about. Got to tell his teammates to put the ball over the net. Right on cue, another missed serve.
Yeah, these guys are getting aggressive. They're going for it. They just can't get it over that little 10-foot high piece of tape. Causes some issues, but that's okay. There's more middle, more and more and more middle. So as we said, Chris, a lefty middle is hard to block, especially when they have the athleticism of Thomas over there. Taking off 1 foot, taking off 2 foot. anything he's doing, it's working right now against this bounce team.
Boston's zone 2 blocker definitely needs to make sure he fronts that. He's kind of peeling off and it's opening up that huge gap for him and that little push ball in the gap.
Valtrin skying up there and hanging. Gets dug. Adams in transition. Recycle ball by Oshman. High ball. Back to Valtrin. Goes deep. Thomas is a threat on the offensive end, but digging the ball, Chris, not the best.
Not so much. You know that when in the middle of serving, zone 5, you have off speed or deep corners.
Attack it.
Scores every time.
Coming from a middle myself, we are not the best defenders. We got a pipe ball here from James Hagg. Creeps over the net. High ball to Valtrin. Goes high line. Tries to go off hands.
Like Jeff had better control on the scoop underhand dig than he did his swing on that one.
Both of the line judges say no touch, out of bounds. 3-3.
Sorry about the shakiness of the camera. Joby's got 4 nervous twitches that he has to keep under wraps at all times. So the camera does get a little shaky. You just got to blame Joby Ramos. It's an interesting attack there.
Yeah, Emilio's eyes were as wide as they could be on an Italian Christmas morning when he sees those 5 fishes, but he just tipped the ball into the tape, unfortunately, and it did not work out. 4-3, Boston bounce. Oh, we got a sneaky little dump by Matos, but it's dug up nicely. Free ball recycled here. And he swings at that one, and Valtrin blocks it for the point.
Setter getting a little greedy, you know. The old saying, set your attackers. Don't need to lead the team in kills or attempts.
Yeah, we've got some talented dumpers out here, but no one touches Eric Martin. He is the best setting dumper in this entire gym.
I mean, both of your kids are pretty good dumpers, too. But
we got another block there by Boston Bounce.
John, the father of 2 twins who are
very
good dumpers.
They are good dumpers. High hand pass by the mustached man. Oh, we got a joust. Matos gets creative. Adams goes back. Tranquillo closes it, and then a little bit of chaos on the far side falls down to the hardwood. You know, Chris, I think Garrett just took a timeout. It is getting a little bit away from him out here. It's 7-3 Boston Bounce. Just a little bit of some sloppy ball here. They're trying to figure it out.
Yeah, good early timeout. Obviously not the ideal situation being down 4 points in the first 10, but they got to get things under control here. And right now, I think it's just, again, keeping the pressure behind the service line and the consistency. And then, honestly, their block right now, they're a little sloppy, which is just kind of leading to a lot of points from Boston, who are getting a lot of kills off their block.
Big thank you to everyone at home who's tuned into this game to watch some VLA action. If you are new to the channel, we appreciate you. If you are a guest and you're stealing a password from a friend, sign up that credit card. It's 99 cents a month. This economy's crazy. The prices of everything are very high, but I'll tell you what is affordable, 99 cents for some good, high-quality volleyball whenever you want it.
I mean, in worst case, you get to listen to John and I just talk about nothing for a good hour and a half, 2 hours. I think that's worth 99 cents.
Oh, Matos gets dug on the overpass. Oh, he is getting tricky out here, but that did not work.
Trying to get tricky.
Yeah, he is. I think he's doing a little bit too much, Chris. That's the look of a setter who just is not connecting with his hitters. And he said, you know what, guys, let me try to do this myself, and it's just not working for him. Let's see if he can get back into a flow here. There you go. Yeah, he gets a nice high set to Tranquillo. High attack into the back 5 corner for an easy side out for the force.
Yeah, great spot. Didn't need to take a full swing. It's got it in between the seam, between the defenders, deep in the corner, and 5.
Bailey Chechi back on the line. Oh,
Yeah,
oh, I think we've got a wet ball.
I think the grease from his hair behind that headband just kind of dripped on the ball. He's asking for a new one.
Something.
All right. Now that Bailey Chechi's got his new ball.
Made a world of difference, Chris.
Did.
He put that one in play. Oh, nice high long set by Adams. Oh, a nice dig by Northeast Forest. High swing coming off of the block from James Hagg. That's going to be another point for the Northeast Force.
See some great defense.
5-8.
Both Barrows doing a great job picking up a bunch of junk off the block.
Scrappy. Defense wins championship, Chris.
Thanks, John.
Chechi with another nice serve, but it was handled nicely by the bounce.
Low set, but good swing. Good way to make something out of nothing there for the Boston middle number 14. Was 18? 14. Sean Smallwood. Carries a big stick, though.
He does have a heavy arm. Valtrin with his unique angled approach here. Puts it in on Hagg, which an easy side out by Tranquillo. Chris, I'm just not sure why they're putting the ball on Hagg. He's arguably their best ball control guy on the court right now, but they continue to go after him, and they're siding out.
And they're serving him directly in his platform.
Oh, that's a momentum shift right there. And the easy serve goes into the net, lets Boston off the hook. We got 10-6 Boston.
Yeah, Boston's still managing these errors they're having with a lot of the counteracting Northeast errors.
Emilio takes a rip at that. It goes off the ceiling. Oshman loses it, falls down for a side out. Northeast Force just needs to play some defense here and defend their serve. They got to string something together, or Boston's just going to keep siding out and easily walk their way to a victory in this set here. Great pass by Valtrin. A little bit of an inside set. Emilio reaches for it, recycle ball. We have a net call on Northeast Force.
Northeast is really just kind of shooting themselves in the foot here with all these errors. They're going to make a move. They just got to be aggressive now. I mean, they're up 1-0. You don't want to be tied here, especially after going 5 with them and losing in Friday night last night. You want to really try to break out of this rut, get consistent, get the connection with your hitters, and really be aggressive in the second set, which they're not being.
There's more middle. Ryan Adams puts it through the block. Another side out for him. He's got to be touching around 7-8 kills now, probably hitting around 750. Solid numbers, and they're just going to keep feeding him until it stops working.
Yeah, Hunter Oshman actually jumped the gap on that, but his hands were a little late over the net.
Hagg with an unfortunate missed serve. It seems like every time Northeast Force does something to get a little bit of momentum, they just give it right back to the Boston side. Oh, a great set by Matos. Emilio comes in, gets his feet to the ball, takes a nice high swing, and puts it on the ground.
Consistency passing right now for Boston's leading to their offense being able to be a little bit more diverse than Northeast.
Yeah, Nick Kasperzak with a nice side out there, attack through the middle. Emilio comes in heavy, strong, just over-rotates those hips, and then the shoulder and swings out of bounds.
He almost trimmed A.J. Witkowski's antlers, but luckily he trimmed them last night, so they're a little bit lower than usual, so he did not receive any head injuries or antler injuries.
Repeat set to Emilio again. We talked about this earlier, Chris. Middle serves, goes plays defense in 5.
Yep.
Point of attack right there. Emilio drops it right in front of Kasperzak, and he just can't make the dig. Kind of looked like a horse that was stuck in mud there as he was trying to get his feet going to dig that ball.
The 6-2 substitution for Northeast.
14 serving, or 10 serving 14 here for Northeast Forest, down 4 points. Oh, Cold off the bench puts that in the middle of the tape. Now, are they going to go and sub him right back out or let him ride for a little bit? No, they're going to let him ride. See if they can change something up a little bit here. Heavy swing dug by Boston Bounce. Oh, errant set. Voucher can't do anything about it.
Just chewing up everything on defense. I'd be disgusted with my teammates after I'm digging these balls and they're falling to the ground.
Yeah, he has permission to get after them when they're not doing anything with it, but he is just kind of playing his low-key game, digging balls where he has to. Maybe he needs to yell at someone to get this side fired up to put Northeast Force away here.
I think Priya went and got his beard trimmed and his haircut, between sets.
There's an ace for the Northeast Force.
Priya looking fresh out there. Like you just said, Northeast sets to change something. They served in this time.
They did, and it worked. It worked. Chechi with the service ace there, 12 serving 15. And immediately gives it back.
Josh Bigford looking pretty electric doing the score over there.
I don't know if anyone at home has had the pleasure of watching Josh Bigford play volleyball, but if you want to see someone do something well and look like they're not having any fun with it, Josh Bigford is your guy. Oh, a crazy dig off of the leg by Tranquillo here. What is Adams going to do? Sets the middle in transition. Smallwood lays the big wood, puts it down. Gets a nice point here for the Boston Bounce, moving our score to 17, serving 12. Valtrin's been going 5-5 here every time. You got to think he's going to cut one back down to one spot here and see if he can take Chichi off the line here. Maybe catch him off guard. Make the setter set from behind his head.
We're giving a lot of room down on that's 5 sideline.
And he goes to 6. Low set. Dug by Oshman. Miscommunication. Valtrin takes a swing at it. Dug, inside set. James Hag goes up, flies.
Big swing.
Big swing.
Block.
I think there was a net violation there. Adams may have pulled the net down a couple inches for him to make that look like it was an all-star play. But, hey, a point is a point, and Northeast Force needs every single one of them wherever they can find them in set
down
2.
4 points. They got to be aggressive here. Got to serve the ball on the court. Come back. Hybrid.
Valtrin hangs and bangs and finds the corner in the one spot.
The Boston's just doing a better job. Even that set that wasn't perfect for Valtrin. He gets up there, he hangs, and hits a little cutback with some action away from the defender, and they're just keeping the ball in play a lot better than Northeast is.
They positioned themselves well here by getting an early lead, and now they just need to continue to side out, and this will be an easy set 2 win for them if they continue to do so. Oh, back row setter on the far side for Northeast Force tries to do something crazy.
Another timeout for Northeast.
Tried to channel his inner Lloyd Ball, but that did not work. Lloyd Ball is one of a kind, and no one else can do it like him.
Also very washed up. Not really the player he used to be. He's just lucky he had a lot of great teammates on the 2008 Olympic team that kind of carried him to the victory.
Chris, rumor has it, if he gets a 6-pack of Busch Light in him, he will beat anyone in a game of one-on-one volleyball.
He
anyone in the entire world.
He absolutely will. Oh, another thank you to Novice Clothing Company, too, who's been outfitting our Tier 1 teams for 3 years now. Going into our 4th season. Doing a great job. Somebody pointed out a lot of white this year. I guess that's the theme. Even the purple teams and blue teams and black teams are all wearing white uniforms. But Novice does a great job of creating some customized threads for all these teams. And if you're looking for some gear for your club or for your team or for your job or anything, they do a great job. Very diverse clothing company. Right out of the timeout, Tague again. Hanging, hitting that cross-court seam ball.
The 6-2 substitution comes back around here for the Northeast Force. I think they wanted to get a little more out of that substitution play there, but just didn't work out this time around.
Always tough coming off cold.
Matos back to serve. Lefty straight down the line. See if Adams gives high ball here. Tip over the block. Picked up nicely. What's Hag going to do with this ball? Nice high swing off of the block. Gets a point for Northeast Force. 15-19. Just need a little bit of a chance over there, Chris.
They are hanging around. But like we talked about, everything they do, every time they score a point and get a good little movement forward, they're missing serves and having a silly error on defense.
Oh, a great spot over here by Casper, the friendly ghost, out of the middle. He puts it down in the back 5 corner. No one there. That's an easy side out. No, it's good to see out of these young guys, Chris. You know, guys come out here, they think, oh, let's just bounce at the 10-foot line. Let's see if we can impress some girls. It doesn't always work out. You know, you got to be soft with it sometimes, and when you get soft to the back 5, that's an easy point for a middle blocker.
Absolutely.
High ball to Hag. He takes it heavy and hard at Adams, and he can't handle it.
I think he's going back to serve now, but I would be setting him every ball in the front row.
He has been the X factor for Northeast Force. Without him, this game could be an uglier score right now than it is. He's been single-handedly keeping this team in this game right now.
Not a lot of back row offense, but I think if there's a time to start utilizing and get that involved, I'd start getting Hag involved out of the back row too. See what he can bring from the service line.
Unfortunately, Hag is just having a really hard time serving the ball over the net this set.
Our stat boy Ryan Carty tells us that's 7 errors.
I don't know whether he's just tired because he's getting set so many balls, or I do see some people back there chirping him a little bit. Oh, my goodness gracious.
The best pass I've ever seen to Sean. Best ball he's ever passed.
Brendan Barron serves wide. Lack of concentration. Just went back there and whacked it and wasn't even close to the court. Boston's just banking on being able to side out 4 more times to win this set.
Just got to side out. Starts the pass. Ryan Thomas with a big hook.
Another untimely error by Northeast Force. They're just not putting the pressure on them. Boston doesn't feel it, so they're just playing lighthearted out there, having a good time. Number 3, the unnamed roster player, the
Player X again.
Player X nuclear weapon serving sub. Hits it into the net. It's a great question. We're seeing a little bit of tiredness out here.
Yeah.
How bad do these guys want it, Chris?
If Mark Burke was out there, he would want it more than anybody.
Unquestionably. Hunter Oshman puts it down. No, a little LVC history lesson is Mark Burek at Nationals, maybe 2015, 14, storming into the room, 7:30 a.m., telling us to come out for a workout, and we politely declined. And he told us we didn't want it as bad as he did, and I said, yes, you are correct, Mark. I will just go to sleep for a little bit. Turns out sleep was way more beneficial for the team than an early morning workout.
Except Cody Kessler, who went and did a bicep workout with him and then couldn't bend his arms for the next 24 hours.
But, Chris, do you remember the amount of females that were drooling all over Cody that night because he did that workout? It was unbelievable, something I've never seen before. Anyways, back to the match here. Sorry, we got a little off track there for our folks at home. Got a block by Matos. Suddenly, Chris, we kind of got off track here. It was a 6-point game. Now it's down to 3. But is it a little bit too late here for the Northeast Force?
Going to have to bring consistent pressure here. They got to serve the ball in with some heat.
It's almost like we know exactly what's going to happen. We ask for some heat into the court, and we get a service error.
Just because they put money down the over for services didn't mean service errors. Didn't mean they had to double the total service errors that we bet on.
And we got a game point here, 24-20. Again, we have Valtrin back to serve. He's been going heavy 5-5 here. Let's see if he tries to win this set by ripping it back down the 1. And he does. Oh, that was a questionable double call, but We don't call those. So it gets hit out of bounds by Emilio, and the set is over. 25-20. Boston Bounce in the second set.
Tied up here. Get a little in-game interview. Carter, you can leave that on. I'll go jump around. And after we do the second set interview here, Kelly's going to come back with a Super Bowl picks.
Again, if anyone has any winners, if you could put them in the chat, please. But spent some time in the sports book this last night talking to some sharps. Looks like some heavy actions coming in on 49ers -2. See what happens with that. We had a couple people talk to us about Isaiah Pacheco over 67.5 rushing yards. One I found interesting is Elijah Mitchell, the rarely used running back for the 49ers, over 1.5 rush attempts, plus 110.
I have no idea.
Plus 110. That's good value.
All right, we're going through the fire here to do an interview.
Chris is going around here looking for someone to talk to, see if we can get some inside look on what's going on out there. Shaping up to be another barn burner.
Out of range,
last night here.
we're
Chris
interviewing
someone.
the MVP so far for benching himself, Mr. Minyard.
You want me to say something?
Yeah. What's the turnaround here? What was the difference, or what the come out in the first set to the second set?
Well, we've been talking a lot on the bench about how when you serve it in the net, typically you don't win those points. So
Yes.
our goal for this game is to not miss 9 of the serves, but maybe we'll miss 3 or 4. Offense looks good for us. We've got a couple of young guys who are bringing the springs out.
Haig was standing up there.
Yeah, so we got some good things happening. We just got to control
Was that on
serve.
you because you didn't tell your team that to serve it over the net?
So yeah, it's something that we've mentioned. We've keyed in on it in a couple practices, but we got to put more attention to it for sure. For sure.
All right. Well, thank you for the insight.
Yeah, mate, my pleasure.
All right. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
As Chris comes back here, he got some keywords from Garrett Minyard, team captain in Northeast Force over there. I'd have to think that Northeast Forces has to come out here with a little bit more energy, a little bit more focus from the service line, maybe a couple more blocks. They went away from Thomas the last set, which I don't know why they did that because he was very, very successful the first set. Let's see if they reestablish that. I think a key is Hag has been explosive from the attacking point. He's been awesome from playing defense, serve, receive. But the service line is just his kryptonite right now. I think the key to this set is making sure James Hag puts those balls in play because he does have a good serve to put some pressure on the Boston Bounce here.
Garrett Minyard, team captain, said I think they had 9 missed serves, and he was looking, trying to drop that down to 3, but stay aggressive this set. He did take responsibility, too, for not relaying the message to his team that they need to serve the ball over the net. So that one's definitely on Garrett, but we're looking to see if Northeast can bounce back in this third set. So Super Bowl picks.
Yeah, I gave the group some picks, some things to look up for.
All right. I'm heavy on the Chiefs here. Novice athlete Harrison Butker.
Adams back on the service line, attacks Hag. See if he can get the first side out here for the third set. Hits it out of bounds. Again, I feel like a broken record, but the missed serves and the unforced errors are what's really beating down Northeast Force right now.
Yep, all self-inflicted.
Chechi with the sketchy pass. Hag takes a nice high swing. Valtrin with the double axe handle digs it. Big high swing by number 18 on Boston Bounce, Brendan Barron. Gives his team a 2-0 lead. The bench of the Northeast Force is trying to give their guys a little bit of energy, a little bit more clapping, yelling, fist pumping, anything to get their guys going. They can feel they need to win this set. Right on cue, they go back to Thomas. They went away from him in the second set, right back to him in the beginning of the third. Let's see if that trend continues. He's got to be hitting at an incredibly high clip right now. One serving two. Matos from the service line. Out of system set. High swing for the bounce. Nice touch by Thomas. High ball for Emilio. He cranks it around the block. Beltran hangs and bangs. But Ryan Thomas steps right in there and puts it back down for a point for the Northeast Force. Matos with another serve. Long set. Oh, we got a ball coming on the court. Let's see what the call is.
Didn't interfere.
Did not interfere with the play. Emilio is very upset. He is arguing with the referee, but now he has a smile on his face, so he might have just been messing around. It is. Oh, James Hagg with a nice winding approach. Got up there and put that down right on the sideline. 3-3. Here's the integral part here, Chris. Is Hagg going to be able to put the ball in play? That, I'm telling you, that
History has it. He has not been consistent putting the ball in play.
That has been his downfall today. Let's see if he can correct that. And he does. Nicely handled.
Still moving on defense.
Kasperzak puts it down for the side out. 4 serving 3. There's Thomas again. He baits the bounce into the net. 4-4.
Thomas been hooking it 5-5.
Does it again, and almost fell for an ace. Oh, free ball pass. Oh, man.
Hey, that was very difficult.
Out of system, Chechi puts it in. Oh, we got a bump side. That might be a double contact right there by the Boston bounce.
Smallwood.
That was wild, Chris. That was off the wrist, then off the elbow, and nice serve down the one. Oh, the Boston bounce. Middle 14, Sean Smallwood just squeaks it through the crack there in the block.
Good 0 Temple ball, beat the block. These middles are very effective in this match.
Oh, a lefty swing from Chechi. Puts it down. Emilio back to the service line here.
Emilio back to serve.
Nice little whip there. Back to the middle again.
I wonder if Boston found something here. I don't know if it's working against Steve or Chechi or what they see, but they've been setting the middles, both middles, straight up on both of their block there, and they're beating the seam back to 5.
Yeah, it looks to me, Chris, Tranquilo is not taking the angle of approach away from the opposing middle, so they're having free swings, and they are taking advantage of that. Beltran with his 5-5.
Hey,
Front row setter with a dump there. Matos. 7 serving 6, Northeast Force. Chechi on the service line.
I know what you mean, but you have like this.
Valtrin again hanging. Gets dug. Adams goes on the offensive on his side of the net.
Squeaks it under Haig's block.
Yep, just underneath. Goes into the net and then down to the ground for a side out. 7-7. Oh, he tickles the twine and gets it over for a service ace there.
Crazy little foot save there by Haig. His teammates weren't really paying attention. He actually had a chance of saving that ball. If I tried that move, I would have tore both hamstrings, patella tendons, and ACLs.
8 serving 7. That one does not trickle over.
Boston
falls for a service error. Sorry,
service errors here.
Tranquilo puts it in. High swing from Boston. Tries to get high hands.
Field goal. Split the right side block with his hands.
It does not clip anything. There's a protection of a point and a defensive side point for Northeast Forest. 9 serving 8. Valtrin handles it nicely. Adams with a great reverse flow set, but I don't think Oshman was ready for it. And it could have been a little low, but he didn't do anything to keep it in bounds. That's another unforced error.
Got him almost with no block. Connor Adams. I still know that opposite. Just gets the ball in the middle of the tape on the on no block. See if he repeats.
We have a net violation by Boston here, too. They're slipping a little bit with these unforced errors, letting Northeast Force have some confidence here.
Timeout. You're starting to see a little bit of the errors switch back to the Boston side. They missed 7 serves, I think it was, in the first set. Northeast missed 9 in the second set. And now Boston just failing to capitalize on some balls, missed a serve, and had 3 or 4 miscommunications here. Just, again, creating errors and creating points for Northeast. Classic missed serve out of the timeout by Northeast. Giving a little life back to Boston. 9 serving 11. Connor Adams back to serve. Working deep. Again, Boston just putting pressure on themselves by creating a lot of errors and points for the opposite team. Setter Matos back to serve. Gotcha. Hey, grabbing the net on the overpass there. Checky with that good pass. One of that little back two flare for Haig. Just sprays it out of bounds. And again, here's the errors from Northeast. Bringing Boston right back into the game. 11 serving 12. Northeast still on top by 1. Working on Checky again. Going back to the little flare, back 2 again for Haig. This time results in a kill. Haig back to serve. He's had about 3 or 4 errors this match. See if he gives himself a good toss here. His balls that he's been leaving low has been resulting in a lot of errors. Little miscommunication there by Northeast. Good block touch. Definitely want your libero picking that ball up.
Yeah, he looked like the road runner there. You know, he runs his feet a little bit before he gets going. He just never got going to pick that ball up.
Aaron, Jesse, with 2 S's, 2 E's. I'm working on Checky here in serve receive.
Oh, Matos with a very nice reverse flow set there. A good touch on the block by Bounce. Oshman goes deep, and it is called in for a kill. Northeast Force being good players and very nice guys over here agreeing with the controversial call, saying it was indeed inbounds. 13 serving 13.
Boston's just let Northeast back in the game. Sorry, Northeast let Boston back in the game here with some errors.
Hag with a great pass. Oh, great set by Matos all the way out to the line. Allowed Chechi to get a one-on-one.
Seems to be his ball. He's got a lot more kills, and that ball's got all the way out to the pin for him. He has the line alley open. Again, Adams back to serve. He's been working 6'5", little middle across court. Little hybrid float.
Dispatches that one, but stays in bounds. High ball here. Beltran absolutely detonates it down the line. For a side out, 14-14.
Jeff Valtran's had a pretty clean game. He hasn't had a lot of offense. He's been taking great swings, but Northeast has been just scrapping around, keeping those balls off the floor. So let's see if that kind of gets Jeff going on offense for that kill.
Oh, I believe we have an out of rotation call here on Northeast Force. Garrett Minyard does not like that call.
Again, maybe you forgot to tell his teammates where to stand and serve receive. We're in row 3, so setters, the libero, the opposite's got to be in front of the libero.
Let's see if that free point comes back and bites him in the butt here, Chris. Sketchy pass by James Hag. It's a high ball swing by Chechi. Digged up. Adams double contacts that ball, but it does not get called. Back to Emilio. Late penetration by the bounce, and it falls down for a kill from the Italian Stallion.
I wonder if that gold chain caused that out of rotation where he might have been leaning forward. It'd be too heavy. He was leaning forward and kind of maybe fell in front of the rotation of where the libero was.
I was thinking that too, Chris. There might be a little bit of a glitter that came off of there, tricked his eye, maybe thought he was in rotation.
Yeah, I think you're spot on as some of these rallies went on early in the set or match. Now looking at this set, I don't know if the guys are jumping quite as high and having the contacts that they had earlier on in the game and even the warm-up set. I don't know, I wonder if fatigue is starting to play a part with their Friday night game and then their match earlier.
I'll tell you what, I agree with you, Chris, and I'll tell you what, jumping on concrete is not fun either, so maybe some knees are starting to give some problems to some of these guys out here. Oh, Emilio with a nice underhand tip over the right hand of the left side blocker. Falls for a kill. 16-16, we have the 6-2 sub coming here for Northeast Force. They did not execute well in this substitutional rotations last time. Let's see if they can capitalize on it in set 3 here.
-1 or -2, I think, with this rotation.
Nice dig by Jesse. Transition high, deep swing by Hag.
Looks like he's getting under the ball.
He is. He's a little bit too quick for what his setter's dishing to him.
He's either not transitioning or just leaving a little early, crossing the ball's being set across the court. But results in a point for Boston, and now is a 1-point lead, 17-16.
Oh, a rip from the service line that everyone was yelling out, but Jesse tries to play it. It goes off of his hands for a point. 18-16 Boston bounce. into the net for the bounce.
Interesting uniform choice, under uniform choice by Aaron. Jesse's got 2 long sleeves and 1 leg sleeve. So I'm not sure what happened with the other leg sleeve, but maybe he's good with the warmth of his left leg and not his right, but he's almost full compression.
Power tip out of bounds. Northeast Force is doing a better job this time around with keeping the ball in play on this 6-2 rotation because they've got 6'8" opposite Blaine Fitzgerald in the front row here, putting up a big block. They need to take advantage of that.
He is a monster.
Oh,
help on the block, though.
Yeah, he bailed out and left Thomas solo on the island. Boston Bounce just puts it around him down for the kill.
1918 Boston.
1918 Boston. Oh, Blaine Fitzgerald hits it off of the antenna. Another key error at a bad time for Northeast Force.
2-point lead for Boston now at 2018. It's about playing clean all the time, but certainly after 20, you got to make sure you're keeping the ball in play. You can't be making errors after 20. You'll never win matches.
Oh, Thomas steps in the serve receive, takes the ball. Haig does put that one down. Boston thought it was in the antenna, but it was not.
Well, 6-2 flip again.
Nice timely on cue side out for Northeast Force. That puts them down by 1 point, 19-20.
What was the score when they entered? Did they -1 again?
-1 on those rotations.
I like the 6-2 sub. You're either trying to rest guys or just trying to find something different, but you do kind of disrupt the flow of the offense, bringing in a different setter. And especially after the 2 times they've done it, they're at -3 right now. So if you're trying to win late in the matches, I might start to avoid that.
Yeah,
that's the change they make.
It's a good point, Chris. It has not been working out too well for them. Let's see if they can bounce back here.
No pun intended.
Big dig. Emilio puts it over. Nicely handled by the bounce libero. And there's an unforced error by the Boston Bounce, which now ties this match up. 20 serving 20.
The point Northeast needed. Had some good D, gave it up, kept the ball in play, and caused a hitting error. But now tied back at 20 is, again, it's going to be who can manage their errors after 20.
Nice high swing by Oshman there, but he is dug up. A little bit of an inside set there for Haig, but he finagles it in bounds. Valtrin puts in a free ball from the pipe spot. Jesse puts it nice and high for Emilio. And he smacks it and gets a touch off of the Boston Bounce defender.
And that right there is kind of the case. Like, both teams are keeping the ball in play until they got something that they liked. And Northeast finally had something they liked and took a swing at. And that's how they end up getting that point in the 21-20 advantage here in the third set.
Absolutely. Let's see if they can run with it here and pull this third set out and force decisive game 4 here. Oh, another dig by Chechi. Matos gets his feet there. Here comes a swing by Haig. Oh, we got a set on one over to the outside for Boston, but he was not ready for that. Another costly error that gives Northeast Force a 2-point lead and a timeout. 22 serving 20. Northeast Force in the lead.
22-20 might seem like a big lead, but you're one side out away from having to make one more play to tie the game. So still a lot of game left here. We'll be back in 30.
Anybody bet on the Maryland Ohio State game?
Let's see if Boston can make an adjustment and get a side out here and fight their way back into this set, or if Northeast Force is going to flex their muscles and just put this thing away when they have the opportunity to do so, which is right now. On the service line, up 22-20.
Matos back to serve.
Oh, coach's timeout for the point there. Matos serves it out of bounds. That is not what you want to see coming out of a timeout at 22-20. Weapon X, unnamed roster player on the bounce in for a serving sub. Jesse handles it nicely. Ryan Thomas, the lefty, pushes it off of the top of the block. There's a touch there for a nice side out for Northeast Force. 23 serving 21.
It's the tough part about being a lefty middle is that it is just very awkward just from the nature and the angle that the setter's setting the ball. But Thomas does a good job keeping that ball in play and results in a point, even though the ball is probably going out of bounds.
Hag puts the ball in play this time. Adams goes reverse flow, high off of Adams. Nice dig by Matos. Let's see Emilio takes a rip. It's blocked and covered by Jesse. Chechi takes an out-of-system swing, and that ball was just out of bounds. Just out of bounds.
Andrew Fishman with the call. He's about 3 feet skyingly towering taller than the guy who was previously on the lines. The little boy, Jake Gleason.
Oh, there's an ace for Boston Bounce. Northeast Force just did not take advantage of it when they had the chance to put this thing away. Garrett's thinking of a timeout here.
Probably going to call
at
it.
23-23.
Got to call it. And that's 2 mistakes by Jesse.
He is not. He's not going to call it, Chris. He's going to let it keep riding here. Emilio goes right-handed and puts it down and stares back at his teammates. He is going to eat a huge dish of pasta after this match just to get himself back to feeling good for tomorrow. They have one more match tomorrow. They're going to need that guy as much as they can.
Definitely carved up. I don't think a uniform or any sort of shirt with sleeves that would fit on Ryan Thomas.
No, he would bust out of all of them. Puts a nice serve in the court. High contact by Oshman.
Hey, just kind of jumped and was not balanced. An opportunity to...
Hag was off balance there and couldn't make the dig. Tried to get a one-hand stab. Didn't work out for him. 24-24.
I've seen it a few times with him in middle back. He's either jumped to the wrong side or been a little off balance. And just being simple and stop will make things a little bit easier in defense there.
Chechi hand passes it, gets a one-on-one and puts it down.
Going at extra innings here. Got 25-24 Northeast.
Setting up Emilio back to the service line here with his team up 25-24.
See if they give him the green light. 1 point away. 1 ace away.
Oh, and he goes for it. Sails it long.
Out of bounds, long.
25-25.
Still a lot of game here. I think both teams have one timeout left.
I believe you're correct, Chris. Those should definitely come into play here with the tie score going into extra free volleyball here. Emilio on the D-ball does not get a touch, but everyone's still playing. Everyone is still playing. There was no touch, but there was no call, so we're playing this thing out. And oh my gosh, there was another one with no touch, and we're still playing this thing out. This is pure chaos, ladies and gentlemen. If you are watching this, this is absolute chaos.
Bob's Barbecue volleyball.
High roll shot. Emilio with a one-hand dig. Chechi tips it through the block. There's another dig. Valtrin. Oh, James Hag with the game-saving dig. Emilio tips the ball, and he puts it down for the point.
I guess both no touches kind of cancel each other out. So
oh, my gosh.
Well, Cam Bean's pleading his case. To no avail.
Chechi on the line for Northeast Force to wrap this set up. Oh, and he rips it down the line, but a great pass by Bounce. Great up by Jesse. Let's see if they can put this thing down to end this set. James Hag takes a rip high, out of bounds. Missed the opportunity to seal the set.
And again, Hag whether it's the high ball or if he's not transitioning, he's getting underneath the ball and he has no window to attack the ball.
That was a big missed opportunity. Let's see if they can rebound here with a side out. Emilio's going to get the D-ball. He tips it into the net. Uh-oh. Boston smells blood in the water here. Garrett's going to take a timeout for Northeast 4. See if he can calm his troops down. Let them know that they just need a side out here to keep this thing going. Chris, we're about 20 to 25 feet away from the Northeast Force, and I can just feel it via their body language. I think they feel like they missed their opportunity.
Yeah, it is tough. Taking a one-set lead, you got to side out here. You cannot go down 2-1.
Matos getting his team together here, giving him a positive reinforcement, letting him know it's our turn to side out here and this thing's going. But Boston's on the line to wrap up this pivotal third set. Oh, and he blasts it. Chechi gets it up. Emilio, we got a net violation on Northeast Force.
Self-inflicted errors.
The unforced error causes Northeast Force to go down 2-1, 28-26. Boston bounce in the third set. This is a huge letdown spot, Chris, not going to lie.
It is.
Northeast Force could come out flatter than a board and just roll over. Let's see if that's what they do or if they've got a little bite left in them and they can get back here and force a fifth set here.